Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is the last day, I believe, that I need to work on the Porsche 924 before putting it in finally for its MOT and getting it back on the road. Come on! Now, there are just 1 and 2 niggly jobs that I have to do, but they are MOT failures if I don't get them done. So let's get out to the car, start working around them, and hopefully we can get them buttoned up today. The first job is to just get rid of this unsightly piece of cover, as I now have some proper covers for the ignition coil electrical connectors, so I'll get that one fitted as my first piece. So that looks a lot neater and watertight, which is great. Next thing is I am going to just quickly remove the auxiliary airflow unit, which is this one here. You can see there it's got the connector joined to the back of it. I am just going to remove it and just give it a little clean up inside, or just have a quick inspection. I think this is probably the reason that I have low revs when the car does start, and as the car gets warmer it should as the car gets warmer it does obviously raise, but it should, I believe, be the other way around. Who knows? But yeah, I'm just going to take this off. Again, this one is very much like the warm-up regulator there. If it's not working correctly, it can cause a little bit of issues with idling and hunting when the engine is running from cold. So I'm just going to quickly remove this and see what's what. Okay, so I've removed the auxiliary air unit and I just want to do a quick visual inspection. So first and foremost, there is what looks to be some oily deposit at the base of the unit. As you look inside, and let me just get the focus here, you can see that there's the plate, I believe, that moves back and forth depending on the required air that is needed by the engine to run efficiently. And as you can see, mine looks very dirty indeed. So could be an issue with why when I start at cold that it is very low in terms of revs as it builds up. Now obviously it should be, I believe, the other way around. You should get sort of higher revs and then it drops down to the right to the right level once the engine warms. Now I could be wrong, you know, so please please drop some comments if you do believe it works in a different way. Now what I'm going to do is very similar to the warm-up regulator. I am going to give this a good clean out. Brake fluid cleaner is usually pretty good at this stuff, so let's see if I can give this an opportunity to work a little bit more efficiently. I can clean it from front to back, which is great. There is a screw there, so I'm not 100% sure that screw is what holds this thing together, because it does look like there's I don't know, I could be wrong. I'll give it a go. Let's see. Okay, so I opted to not take it apart, or tried to take it apart, because obviously it is working, and just give it a good clean, and it's come up really good on both sides, so there is no visible debris. I just rolled up the blue paper towel and yeah, after the brake fluid, just gave it a good, or brake fluid cleaner should I say, gave it a good clean out. So I'm going to reinstall this and move on to the next job. We have the auxiliary airflow unit refitted, went together fine. Obviously the pipes all slotted into place perfectly. That one back on the distributor, and yeah, we're all buttoned up great there. So I will give the car a quick start and just make sure that everything is working as it should be. Maybe even a little better. Fingers crossed. Right, so the last couple of jobs I've got left is firstly this, which is the side indicator on the driver's side that while I was just checking all the lights stopped working. So I think, as with many things with old cars, as you can see, the actual connectors look pretty corroded, so it's a case of tidying those up. I've done it already on the light bulb itself, so they're good to go, so we'll just finish that. Also, just a cover for the windscreen wiper motor. So generally this cover here and this cover here for the timing belt are things that get lost on the journey of the 924 over its lifetime. They yeah, they tend to go walkabouts, so I thought it would be nice just to find a used one and get that installed, and yeah, just get everything back to as much originality as possible. So anyway, let's get on and crack through these last few jobs, and that should be a wrap then.
So I've got the cover here, and obviously the car came with no cover over the wiper motor, so I can see there's a hole, and it looks like if I just sort of pull this down that it fits over, but it means it sort of slots under the windscreen, and this bit just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem the right fit. And if I try it under, then those holes don't match up, and that part there doesn't slot in at all underneath because there's a bar in the way. So I even looked at undoing this, but that doesn't seem to be the right fit. Now, either I've got the wrong cover, which I can't imagine I have, because there's lots of these on eBay for 924 fitment, or I'm just not doing it right. It looks, to me, that looks the best piece, which just sits under the windscreen. So I'm gonna put it there for the time being. I've tested it against the bonnet and nothing seems to be hitting or knocking, but if you're watching and you can tell me that it should fit differently, then please let me know in the comments. We are all finished up there now. Whether or not that cover is in the right place, I'm sure you guys will let me know, but yeah, everything's done and dusted there. Now the last bit and the last job I have to do is also an MOT failure, are these little guys here, which again, I think this has been a aftermarket fit by somebody over the last 30 years, and you can see I've got a pair of water pumps here for the screen wash. It was working, I don't know, maybe 10 months ago, but I realise now that, yeah, one of them has snapped. I think just maybe the weather or whatever, but and there doesn't seem to be any movement or noise from either of them. So I'm going to do a quick sort of couple of tests just to see if I can get one of them working. If I can, then hopefully that will be enough just to get it through the MOT, but I need to most likely buy something a bit more robust than these little plastic ones. Ideally something that's metal case, metal pellets, but I don't know. I mean, I have to have a look, but this is the final job that I have to get done, so let's get it sorted. Okay, so we have tested both of these motors. Neither of them are firing or have any life in them. You could see that I just did a quick test with my trusted light meter, which shows that there's power getting through these wires to where the motors are, and that lights up perfectly, so I know there's power. But yeah, the motors are just not running. So that, unfortunately, is an MOT failure, and that is the last job that I have left to do on the car before I put it in for an MOT. So I'm going to get on and order a more robust motor, get that fitted, neat and tidy there, get that working, and then the car is set. I've checked everything. We obviously have everything running, and it should be. All the lights are working now with the fog lights and everything, as I've shown on a couple of pictures on Instagram. So everything is good, buttoned up, ready to go. So that's a wrap for today.
Okay, so we have completed all the jobs but one, and it's those pesky little pumps for the screen wash, which unfortunately is an MOT failure if I don't get them sorted. So I will order a quick fix pump, something that's a bit more robust than the two that I've got there, because I think those ones are just universal ones that have the plastic impellers and stuff like that, which I'm sure generally pack up pretty quickly after fitting them anyway. So I'll get something a bit more robust, get it on the car, and we are there. We are there. Can you believe it? We are there, ready to put this 924 in for an MOT, and potentially this time in the next couple of weeks I'm going to be road legal. Oh, can't wait. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for following, thanks for all the support and questions and comments and everything that you guys have been doing out there. I really appreciate it. And one last piece on that, on that cover, if you do know where it goes, or if I have got it right, please let me know. But the next video could be the trip now to the MOT centre to get this car finally legal. Yes!